yo, my name is Chudi and I am living in a city. Father is coming to take me to his place for my better health. Horn sound came. My grandfather and my father both arrived with the oxygen, and my grandfather came near me and teared in his eyes, and suddenly he took me and my father to his village. We left the city and coming to our village by traveling a long distance of 2 days journey. We reached to the green area and reaching towards the forest. Suddenly my grandfather took me under the jungle road to spend some time to breathe the fresh air oxygen, and my grandfather by searching and finally took me and my father and came across a giant peepal tree. Surprised to see many of them are taking breath under the tree. The air is moving very fast and giving fresh air only in that area, and suddenly when I turn back and see the wonder a lot, millions of peepal trees is field in the entire forest. A beautiful heaven in the forest is viewing to my eyes and feeling like heaven on earth. I asked my grandfather, how do you find this place? My grandfather removed my oxygen mask and said, don't worry my dear, it's safe now. And my grandfather said a story behind this beautiful forest of peepal tree.
It's the King Maharaja Vidu's era. He never lost in any of his battles, and in his life, how powerful the enemies may be, he can defeat in his own way. On the successful victories from the battles, he ruled the people very happily and saved his kingdom from the enemies. People say Maharaja Vidur is undefeated in his battle or in his life. On one day he came across the forest, and by traveling, he reached to Sundarvana. Forest is filled with flowers, trees, and a number of beautiful varieties of plants is presented in that Sundarvana forest. He surprised to see the beauty and many of the sages and Maharishi praying under the peepal tree, and some are preparing medicines from the tree plants and bushes. Maharaja Vidur had a plan to build a new kingdom in that place, so he said his Mahamantri to clean the forest and started build a new mahal in this Sundarvana forest. Mahamantri said, Maharaja, it's a forest, not an empty land. How could we build the mahal here? Maharaja Vidur said to chop down all the trees and build the mahal with those trees with chopped wood, and build the mahal with only wood, the wooden mahal. Mahamantri shocked. Maharaja Vidur ordered his servant to chop down entire trees presented in the Sundarvan forest and said it's a king's order. Many of them afraid, and to Maharaja Vidur that he is having the bad idea, and Mahamantri dared to say that Maharaja stop this action and save the Sundarvan. Maharaja Vidur said, I am the king and follow my order. So the servants came to cut down the grown trees to build the wooden mahal. By chopping the tree down day by day, they have completed half of the forest portion. The servant chopped down entire forest, remaining only one peepal tree left. The work has started for the mahal. Only wooden trees used to build the mahal, and finally they have built a beautiful wooden mahal. All the wooden work has done except the main door left, and finally wants the door with the wooden, and Maharaja Vidur eyes found on the use peepal tree, order to chop down the peepal tree. Again Mahamantri said it's not a tree, it's the god of the Sundarvan forest. Many of the saints and sages, gurus are blessed under the tree, and the tree holds a divine energy. Maharaja Vidur said, Mahamantri, I am the king. I know what I am doing. Stay calm and obey my order. Mahamantri left that place silently and thought in his mind, Maharaja Vidur, time has came now. The servants came across the peepal tree to chop down to make the main door for wooden mahal. Due to king's order, when they started hitting the tree with his axe, the servant took his axe up and make a hit. The axe broken into pieces. The servant surprised, the axe broken, and 10 servants came with the big axe and make their hitting. By hitting they could not take one piece of wood from the entire tree. Servant surprised and came across Maharaja Vidus and said to the king, the trees so strong we could not chop down the peepal tree. Maharaja Vidur came across the peepal tree and watched, took the axe and started chopping the tree for hours, and the king surprised that he could not take a single piece of wood from the tree, and ordered his servants to bring 10 elephants and huge iron chain, and he tied to 10 elephants with those iron chain and tied to the peepal tree. And he made the elephants to move forward. King surprises, even the chain is got broken into pieces. The tree he still there, no movement from the tree, standing as it is, and it was. Angry Maharaja ordered to do a big heavy chain and said to bring many more elephants from the forest, and servants brought the ordered iron big chain, and the elephants came near the peepal tree. He tied to the huge iron chain to the peepal tree with the huge chain and assembled the elephants, tied the iron chain to them and ordered to move forward one by one. When the iron chain gets tightened by the elephants, the entire chain has broken into pieces and it hit all of the servants and Maharaja Vidur's head, except the elephants. The elephants ran away into the newly built wooden mahal and destroyed the beautiful wooden mahal. The Maharaja Vidur's head is now bleeding with blood, and he bowed down his head and knees down to the peepal tree, and he started feeling loss against the tree. All the servants left the king, and the alone king sat under the tree and watched the chopped trees and felt like warriors faced died lying on each tree, and came near the chopped tree and felt the pain in heart and teared in his eyes. What thing I have done, God? And hated him for that work. And the Mahamantri came and hugged Maharaja near the tree and said, I have warned you, Maharaja, you have made a biggest mistake. You have chopped the entire forest. You are the reason for your loss, Maharaja. Sorry, Mahamantri, one good friend is enough from 1,000 fake ones. You taught me good, but my foolish mind could not accept it. You are the true loyal friend to me, Mahamantri. Maharaja asked Mahamantri, why is this tree so powerful and strong? Mahamantri said, one Guruji went on Divyagyan for so many years and blessed with God a divine power of saving people by giving Amrit Vayu, means one who's suffering from breathing problem. If they come and sit under this tree, it cures their disease, and the tree is protected by millions of leaves, and each leaves hold the life of living things. Guruji had cursed him from his God that my ending should be the new beginning into millions. Maharaja asked, I could not get it. What, Mahamantri? Mahamantri explained, Maharaja Vidur, Guruji is cursed peepal tree. If you plant the millions of leaves presented in that peepal tree, then you have the power to uncurse the peepal tree by touching it, and then you will be formed into peepal tree, and Guruji curse will turn into normal and he will be free. Maharaj shocked, the tree is undefeated, and what, I'm then a warrior or a loser to a tree? Suddenly Maharaja laughed loud and said to Mahamantri, I would rather die than lose to anything. My blood does not accept it, Mahamantri. If everything in earth has a beginning and its ending too. Maharaja said to Mahamantri, I accept this challenge, and I will uncurse this tree and save the people forever. I realized what big mistake I have done. I have destroyed this forest. I will plant the entire peepal tree leaves into plants and save this forest. Please help me, Mahamantri. Maharaja, but why are you uncursing the peepal tree? Mahamantri, warrior will be not born, he is made by him own. I should be the new beginning of this change. Please help me to count the leaves in that peepal tree. Mahamantri teared and said, it is 1,000,001 leaves, Maharaja. Okay, then please bring those plants so that I can plant it alone. Mahamantri brought 1,000,001 peepal tree plants, and Maharaja started planting the plants one by one from where he started, chopped down the tree. And days passed, months passed, and years passed. Finally Maharaja Vidur completing the millions of plants. He planted entire Sundarban's forest and plants only one plant left. He called Mahamantri and hugged for his true friendship, and he planted the last plant and said, Mahamantri, take care of my plants and my kingdom, and came near the big peepal tree and said, it's time to free you, my friend, and touched in his hand. Suddenly the cursed peepal tree turned into Maharaja Vidur's Guruji, from where he learned and worshipped. Guruji hugged Maharaja Vidur and said, God bless you, and Maharaja said proudly and loudly, I Maharaja Vidur the undefeated. And Maharaja Vidur turned into a huge peepal tree to save living things. Mahaguru and Mahamantri praised and teared for him and named this forest Sundarvan into Maharaja Vidur's Sundarvan forest. The history should remain his name when they try to chop down a tree. Thus grandfather ended the story by telling to his granddaughter Chutti, and it's our turn, we are all the creators of tomorrow's world, take care of our mother's earth. What you do, it will come back.
True winning does not come from destroying, it comes from creating, no defeating an enemy by forgiving. Maharaja Vidurdhyan defeated in any war or in life, he is immortal. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe for more interesting stories at Abystries. Thank you for watching.